By the time we reached the village, it was sunset.
Hello, boys. Glad to see you're still wearing the underpants. What?
They're the best Christmas present we ever had, Father.
Mine are too tight.
Well, we all have our cross to bear. This is George. He has a request to make. I'm afraid I can't stay. Good luck, George.
That's a relief. I never feel comfortable with him about.
Me neither. These damn pants keep riding right up my butt.
So, what do you want?
Hey, it's refreshing that the designers gave these Central American folk 100% fluent American accents. Very refreshing. But what really makes me curious is that father that kind of skedaddled out there real quick. He was very reluctant to come show me the way to this village. And he initially gave the excuse that he didn't want to do it because he was not looking his best. So that set me on a mini quest of pressing his collar for him. And I think I did a video showing that. But my character here, Stobart, he was suspicious that there was something else going on. And then seeing that conversation makes me really curious what it could possibly be. His opening greeting was, "Glad to see you're wearing the underpants I gave." I mean, what? Especially seeing how they treated him so nicely, calling him father and everything. I'm really curious. What? And I don't want to initially approach it as on like a religious bashing type of mentality. I want to approach it like this dude, this individual who happens to be a father. He just did something really weird because of his unique individuality. He did something really weird to these people that isn't bad, but is incredibly awkward. I just want to know what that is. I hope so much this game explains it. If they leave it up in the air, they're just gonna they're risking my imagination to turn it into something insanely twisted and disgusting. So be careful. I also love, if you noticed, when the father was there, that guy's face was all bright and brilliant, and then as he was walking away, before he had even left the scene, his face cringes down into like, as he stares at him walking away. That was really fun visual emotion that the designers let us see. I really enjoyed that. Another thing is that guy, the guy that says these damn pants keep riding right up my butt. I'm not gonna worry about it right now, but his voice reminds me of someone, and I think that person is famous, and if I can think of who it is before I finish making this video, I'm gonna link or just include in the video. I'll probably just link it because I don't want to deal with rights or stuff like that. Even though I've already had a problem with rights, and I can only make videos up to 15 minutes because of that whole YouTube thing. So well, actually, I don't care anymore. I'm gonna show who I think that voice is. Definitely.
My girlfriend has been bitten by a snake.
So, everyone in my family has been bitten by snakes.
I was bitten by a dormouse once.
She's real sick. I hoped your wise man might have medicine.
Wise man? You must have the wrong village.
In case you were wondering, as I was, here is a dormouse. Now, This thing, I was not expecting this. I was not expecting this thing to be what this guy said. I was bitten by a dormouse once. So that's clearly a comedic attempt by the designers of this game. And if I had the image of a dormouse already in my head, I probably would have laughed. I would have heard him said I was bitten by a dormouse, and then these images that I have that I just barely showed you would have popped up, and then I would have thought, those things don't bite. And even if they did, it'd be a cute bite, and you would giggle while it nibbled on you. I don't think they bite, they only nibble. Dormice don't bite, they nibble. But since I had no clue, I had to stop and look it up.
Are you going to stand by and let my girlfriend die?
Of course not. What do you think we are, savages?
We'll start the preparations for a cremation feast.
See? Now let's just see. Now, that was a comedic comment right there. We'll start the preparations for a cremation feast in response to me saying, are you going to stand by and just let my girlfriend die? This guy says on the left, no, of course not. You think we're savages? And this guy on the right, in an opportunity to be funny, says, we'll start the preparations for a cremation feast. Now, let's just think about that for a second. A cremation feast. What? What are they going to feast on? Because I've seen a cremated body. Well, you can't even call it a body at that point. I've seen the cremated remains of a body, and it's ash. I just think it's funny. Like, the only thing I can think of is they pour milk in it, and they kind of stir it up until it's like a gooey porridge-like substance, and then they gobble it down. Hey, if the milk was sweet enough, then I guess you could, if you could somehow overpower the ashy taste with like a sweeter milk, maybe banana milk, or yeah, because like banana has a pretty absorbent flavor to it. You know, like whenever you put a banana in a milkshake or anything, does not matter what fruit's in there, you can always taste a hint of the banana. You know, and the banana makes it much more creamy too. So like definitely a banana flavored milk, or maybe a banana itself, and then like strawberries are pretty powerful too, but blueberries are really good too. And blueberries have those things that make you pee well, whatever. Like blueberries help your urinary tract, I think. Any dark fruit helps your urinary tract. So I definitely put that in there because I don't know, eating ash, is that good for your urinary tract, or I mean, it's not good for you, period, but I mean, is it even worse for your urinary tract? And so would it be better to combat that with something that is good, like blueberries, or dark cherries, maybe? But then dark cherries kind of if you eat too many cherries, you might be helping your urinary tract, but then you're going to get yourself constipated. So this is a freaking conundrum right here. But the point I wanted to make was, he made a joke, right? And a blatant, not out of context, but a kind of under the belt joke that my character Stobart should react to, because he is emotionally charged right now, Stobart. I mean, his comment of "you're just gonna let my girlfriend die" was made out of sincere emotion. And so if I was making that comment and then I heard this dude just say, yeah, we'll make preparations for the cremation feast, I'm going to react to it. Even if it's just simply excuse me, I'm still going to react to it. And so, hopefully they include that. Hopefully, when I click on this comment, even though he's going to be even though this comment tells me that he's going to ask a question about the shaman. Oh goodness, I'm not going to say excuse me because I had no control over that. I'm hoping that he reacts, because that would be really, it would just be so immersive. Because and like you can't just take this for granted. Even this guy took a chance of saying a dangerously comedic comment, and he has to pay the consequences. Let's see what happens.
I'd like to see the shaman, please.
You can't just go walking in there and demand
What?
to speak to the shaman.
Why not?
You have to observe the protocol.
See, this guy's talking
Shaman demands tribute.
as if he didn't make that
You
comment.
mean like a gift?
That's right.
Ugh.
Eternal question. What do you give a man who has everything?
Once again, I am failed by a game that does not maintain immersive realism. Once again, I'm failed. When will the day come when dialogue, enough attention will be given to dialogue to assure that realism, immersion is not broken? When will that day come? Who will be the one that will make a game and put so much attention in the dialogue to assure that it is the most realistic thing the game could possibly have? Because if you think about it, that is the most important thing. Because in a game like this, what are you doing? You are telling a story. And there's only two ways of telling that story in a game like this: through dialogue and through item interaction. Those are only two things you need to focus on. You have those two tools to assure that your story is communicated in the most realistic, immersive way possible for the gamer. Right there, I was broken from it. I was taking from it. I was ripped out of this realism because this guy was allowed to make a funny joke in a very serious situation, and he did not pay the consequences for it. There was no reaction to it. See, that joke was made for the player. But the player would have enjoyed that joke much more if the character to which it was actually directed, reacted to it. Because the player's trying to be that character, right? I'm trying to be George Stobart. And if I would react to that joke, I want George to react to that joke. But he didn't. Meaning, I'm not him anymore. I'm detached from George Stobart. When will that day come? Must it be I who ushers in that generation of real, immersive PNC games?